Someone once said something truly powerful. There are no shortcuts to success. The person who runs away from hard work slowly moves away from success as well. Today's story beautifully reminds us why that is true. Long ago, there was a wealthy and powerful kingdom ruled by a king who had everything anyone could dream of. He had a magnificent palace, loyal soldiers, faithful servants, delicious food, and every comfort imaginable. But despite having everything, he had one habit that slowly began destroying his life. The king was incredibly lazy. He woke up late every morning, enjoyed rich meals, spent hours resting, and then went back to sleep again. He had little interest in governing his kingdom. As time passed, the kingdom itself began to suffer. Roads were left broken. People came to the royal court seeking justice, but the king rarely appeared. The ministers tried their best to manage the kingdom, yet without the king's leadership, nothing truly improved. Soon, the people became disappointed with their ruler. But laziness didn't only damage the kingdom, it also damaged the king himself. Month after month, his weight increased until one day he could barely get out of bed. Even neighboring kingdoms began to mock him. When the king heard about this, he felt deeply ashamed for the first time. He looked at himself in the mirror and quietly thought, "If I continue living like this, I will lose everything. I have to change." That same day, he announced throughout the kingdom, "Whoever can make me healthy and fit again will receive a great reward." The news spread everywhere. Doctors, healers, herbal experts, everyone came to the palace hoping to cure the king. Some prepared rare herbal medicines, others suggested expensive treatments. Many claimed they had the perfect solution. But nothing worked. Instead of becoming healthier, the king continued gaining weight. Several wise people advised the king, "Majesty, you must start walking and exercising." But the king always gave the same reply, "Surely there must be a medicine that can make me healthy without all that effort." He wanted results, but he didn't want hard work. Months passed without any improvement. Then one day, an old saint arrived in the kingdom. After hearing about the king's condition, he sent a message through the royal soldiers. "I have a special medicine that can restore the king's health, but I never visit palaces. If the king truly wishes to recover, he must come to me, and only I can give him the medicine with my own hands." The soldiers delivered the message. At first, the king was excited. Finally, someone seemed confident enough to help him. But when he heard that he had to walk to the saint himself, his excitement quickly disappeared. Angrily, he said, "How can I barely stand? How am I supposed to walk all the way there?" One of his ministers stepped forward and gently said, "Majesty, perhaps this is your last opportunity. At least give it a try." After several difficult days, the king finally forced himself to leave his bed. With the support of his soldiers, he slowly walked to the saint's hut. But after reaching there, he discovered that the saint had gone out. He would have to return the next day. The king became furious, yet he had no other choice. So the next morning, he walked there again. This time, the saint welcomed him warmly. He handed the king a small bowl containing what appeared to be a special herbal drink. After quietly saying a prayer, he asked the king to drink it. Then he smiled and said, "Come back every day for the next month. Only then will this medicine work completely." The king agreed. Day after day, he made the long walk to the saint's hut. At first, every step felt painful, but slowly his body became stronger. His breathing improved. His weight began to decrease. His energy returned. After 1 month, the king felt healthier than he had in years. Filled with gratitude, he said, "My master, your medicine is truly miraculous. Please teach my royal doctors how to prepare it so others may benefit as well." The old saint smiled gently. Then he lifted a simple clay pot and said, "My king, there was no medicine. For the past month, I have only been giving you ordinary water."
The king stared at him in complete disbelief. The saint continued, "It wasn't the water that healed you. It was your own effort. Every step you took to reach this place made you stronger. The miracle you were searching for was never inside a potion. It was inside your own determination." At that moment, the king understood everything. He realized that no medicine, no miracle, and no shortcut can change the life of a person who refuses to change himself. Friends, that is the greatest lesson of this story. Many of us dream of success, good health, wealth, and a better future, but we often search for shortcuts instead of putting in the effort. The truth is, the greatest transformation in life doesn't come from magic, luck, or miracles. It comes from the small, consistent steps we choose to take every single day. Always remember, there is no substitute for hard work. The moment you begin walking towards your goal, your destination begins moving towards you.